Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you had a good holidays and hope you're having a great start of the weekend right now. Welcome to a new video on Dogecoin. As you can hear, my voice is still gone a little bit, so bear with me. I wanted to do a full update on Dogecoin here. I mean, in general, I'll try to cover this like every other day, because at the moment, if you take a look at the price as well, there's not much going on. Right, and that's, well, it's not only a bad thing. I mean, obviously it's a bit boring, but it's also we just had the holidays. In general, we're still in the holiday season. We obviously have New Year coming up. So in general, what you see is that the volume and the activity on the markets just dies down a bit. So right now, the volume for Dogecoin is also $1.7 billion. And I think that's, and we've talked about that before, but I think that's a good sign of what's going on. I mean, that's the lowest it's been at since the beginning of November, so almost in the last 2 months. And what that basically means is that, well, at some point of time, we're going to get a lot of volatility, all right? And it's probably also true. Well, it's not completely true, but if you take a look at the open interest here for Dogecoin, which is basically how many positions are opened, right? What you can see there, if it actually loads up, is that, well, on the short term, there's been no massive activity in positions being opened or closed, obviously. But the open interest right now is actually still higher than it was. It's still much higher than it was in October. So it's quite a few positions still opened, and what that means is that there is quite a lot of liquidity to the upside, to the downside. So at some point of time, this volume issue, let's call it like that, this volume issue is going to haunt us, and we're going to get a lot of volatility. But in this weekend, I don't necessarily expect that. I mean, there's some coins that are performing relatively well this morning, but Dogecoin is definitely not necessarily one of them. I mean, Dogecoin is also not performing worse than the market, but it's just performing as the market. We have low volume, we have no real activity in open interest, and I've checked it this morning. I mean, basically what you see is you have these micro moves where the open interest goes up a bit, and we actually have some buys coming in, then we get some liquidations straight afterwards. Then shorts are closed. That's what we saw, for example, yesterday morning. Some shorts were closed. We got a nice move up, but ultimately, like, what we need to see, technically, if we want to see some real moves for Dogecoin, is either a break above 34,000 or a break down below 34 cents, excuse me, or a breakdown below 27.5 cents. And ultimately, I do not expect that. And I would even go as far as saying, and I think that's the most likely short-term scenario for Dogecoin here. The market looks quite weak, all right? And I would not say that matters too much here at the end of the year, because the price action we get here, the confidence that the market has in those prices is not very high either way. Because of the volume. I mean, most real moves happen with real volume, right? So if there's no real volume, the price action doesn't matter that much. But I do think with most of the liquidity, at least it looks like, to the downside here, the market looking quite weak, Bitcoin dominance being at support, I do think it's most likely that Dogecoin's first move will actually be a move down. Now the big question is, well, all right, our main support level is right here between 30 and 29 cents. We also still have support around 27.5 cents. Will we hold that level? At the moment, I think yes. And I actually do think that if we do get some more movement back into the markets, so if some volume at least comes back, I do think that's an opportunity. And hopefully we even spike down a bit lower, get some sort of a bear trap, and break back above that level at 29 cents, because that's where the 0.5 fib is. That would be amazing. And then we can actually, and something like this is what I would expect, right? So that we actually do get some sort of a move down to grab that liquidity and to get the volume going a little bit more. Then we will recover, then we'll be able to consolidate, and from that consolidation we can actually see if there's enough strength to get some sort of a move up again as well, or whether it's more likely that, you know, we're still too weak and we have to drop down into January, into February, before getting more bullish a little bit later in the first quarter of next year. So those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know about Dogecoin for now. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.